Hey guys, thanks for tuning back into the channel. So we're trying to get everything ready for the KBF Championship down in Shreveport, Louisiana. So we are going to pick up some line from Shields. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is early March. As you can see by the beginning of the video, this is just probably the getting ready to go down to the national championship, trying to get all my gear together, get all my stuff loaded up, get everything stored. And what I'm going to do is I want to run through a couple different things today. One of them is we're going to do our PVC unboxing of the crankbaits that I just got. The other, we're going to go over why I actually order custom crankbaits rather than just go to the store and buy them off the shelf myself. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the unboxing for pumpkin bait companies. I'm a pro staffer for Pumpkin Bait Company. I actually found them on Etsy. They're actually local to Missouri. They're in the KC metro area, so that was one of the reasons why I really started to take an interest in them specifically. There are a lot of guys out there that do a great job. There's a bunch of mom and pop companies that you know, put their own signature on that stuff and make their stuff look good, and they're all great too. I decided to go with Pumpkin Bait Company because of some of the stuff that was put out and the care taken to it. Everything looks like it's a work of art, in my opinion. So let's get into the unboxing. Oh man! All right, so I'll tell you what it did. They actually came in an envelope, and what it is, I just dumped them into the box so it'd be a bit more controlled. Okay. So one of the things that I specifically ordered was a 1.5 square bill that looked like a crappie, and absolutely looks like a crappie. So she kicked this out in a pretty quick time. She was doing a couple of them for a bunch of customers. So this is one of the ones I got. You guys know how I love the natural gill, like a Spro, Little John, but it's got my tail and stuff on it that I like. So that one's going to dive a bit deeper than some of the other square bills. And also picked up two in the 1.0 sizing right there. Okay, so give you a little disparity here as to what size that is. So hey, listen, super cool, because in the early spring, like, I fish some lakes that don't have shad in them. Okay, so what's their primary forage? Well, primary forage is either going to be crawfish, bluegill. So this, for me, this is probably going to be a pretty killer bait for me in some of the lakes that I fish in the springtime. Let's stop snowing out here. Maybe we'll finally do some fishing. And we're going to make a comparison here in a minute about why I decide to pay extra for custom painted crankbaits rather than just go off the shelf and buy one. Okay, so I got a perch in the 2.5. Now this is probably the biggest one that I ever throw. If you guys remember watching any of my videos from last year, Fall Bassin was one where I boated that last 5-pounder in October. It was a 2.5, but it was in that natural gill. But this is going to be pretty good for some of those muddy lakes, I think, in the early spring, some of these muddy places that I fish. Chartreuse and blackback that I wanted, like that guy there. So all of them are square bills with the exception of two. Two of them are flat-sided crankbaits. And I'm going to save those for last is because it's a color that Jenny at Pumpkin Bait Company actually dreamed up. She did some research and found a invasive cross species, okay, in Louisiana that has taken up residence, and she picked it apart enough to replicate it on a crankbait. Green. This is the green craw that I had painted specifically. Listen, just for me here in Missouri, this for us up here, this is an awesome color combo. This is phenomenal. This looks really good. I know a lot of guys like to throw, hey, if it's red, that's all I want to throw, but I'm telling you, like, this is a more natural, like, Missouri craw color for us. But, okay, I'm excited about this last one. And the deal is kind of like what I was just telling you. The story behind this basically is that she knew I was going down there. I placed an order. I said, listen, I want something that's not going to look so foreign down there, so when they take a look at it, it's something that you would find in one of the reservoirs or backwater bayous down there. So Jenny did some research. She looked down into it. There was an invasive cross species down there that was really, really red. I'm going to see if I can find the picture. I'm trying to put it in the video for you. But she ended up coming up with this beautiful red, like a Delta, like California Delta red crawdad, right? It was a live picture of it. And she said, I'm going to try to replicate this, and I'll let you know how I do. She sent me some pictures when it was all done, and it was absolutely amazing. It was amazing. And this is the way it turned out. So what I did is I ordered one as a flat-sided crankbait. The lighting in here just does not give this thing justice. Like, I'm telling you, it doesn't. Ordered one in a flat-sided crankbait, and then this was the big one. If there's anything that you want painted, Pumpkin Bait Company is obviously the place that I decided to go to. Get a hold of her on Etsy. Get a hold of them on Facebook. They can tell you what they can do. Pitch some ideas to them. She'll see if she can make that up for you, or find something that works just as good, or maybe we found to work a little bit better. So this one was the last color that we had in, and got it in the 2.0 on a square bill. Man, that's awesome. Jeez, it's like the perfect little bitty size. You need to pare that down. I'm just going to real briefly tell you about why I decided to go with custom painted crankbaits rather than just buying stuff off the shelf and going to it. Fact number one about getting a custom crankbait: yeah, they're more expensive. Crankbaits we all buy off the shelf, they catch fish. We all know that they do. The reason why I decided to do what I did was because as a tournament fisherman, it's all about uniqueness. Okay, so I've got to do something, or I've got to throw something different than you're throwing in order to turn those fish on. If they see the same KVD 1.5 in the shad color, swimming at the same depth every single time it goes through the water column, they're going to develop a sense to that. And you probably, while you get bites every now and then because it's at times it's a reactionary bait, you may not get as many as you could. Actually been in contact with the folks at PBC and told them, like, hey, listen, I really think this has made a big difference for the way I fish my crankbaits because of the color combos that we've came up with, the types of attention to detail put inside of the baits themselves. I believe it's made a difference. The variables that custom crankbaits allow us to get, I think, put the percentages in our favor. Okay, fishing's about percentages, right? So yeah, you're going to pay a little bit more money for it, but the trade-off with that is that me and you are throwing something completely different than anybody else has seen. You're getting that level of uniqueness that maybe the fish haven't seen that in your particular lake. So that's why I do it. So for instance, here's what I want to show you is that this is a Lucky Craft, what they call flake gill. All right. It's a Lucky Craft square bill. Okay, Lucky Craft is a good product in my opinion, and this is a PBC natural gill. And here's the differences. you can look at them alone and tell that there's a lot more definition put inside of a custom crankbait. You know, not to bag on the guys at Luffy Craft. I mean, look, here's the deal. It's a business, right? Puts on the line. I put it behind a sprayer, and it all does the same thing at the same time, and I'm able to kick 100 of them out in 2 minutes. I mean, it's just a business, and I get that. But because I believe that the ability to put all of this attention into your custom crankbaits, I believe that it really, really pays off. Okay, so that's why I do what I do. I know this video ran a little bit long. I'm going to try to edit it down a little bit, but the intention was to just kind of get the information out there right now. And I told the folks over at PBC that I really do believe the product they put out is phenomenal, and that's my opinion. Look, what I would say is, if you've never had a custom crankbait done, why don't you try it just once and see what you think about it, because it may be like that turning point for you where you decide that, hey, wow, this is it. This is the things that I needed to have in my tackle box, right? So I think that's going to wrap up this video. I'm going to try and pare this down so it's not so long. But anyways, listen, as I say every single time, I appreciate all of you guys that comment on my videos. I appreciate everybody that comes over and gives me a watch. Listen, hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Give me a thumbs up on the video. I say this every single time when I end a video, and I truly do mean it, is I don't need to be your favorite channel. I just want to be a channel you guys like to watch. So hopefully, next time we start cutting out our series of videos, it's travel day down to Shreveport, and then day 1 KBF, day 2 KBF, and with any luck, maybe we'll end up on the Red River the last day. So thanks again for watching, guys.